Alrighty, folks, since it's not Christmas and not New Year's Day, we are back having the hub call with my good buddies who support Fresno and the One Rental at a Time community, Ty and Matt, and others may join shortly. Ty, how you doing?
I'm awesome, man. I already got an appointment set. It's Monday morning and, on the phones and getting after the new year. So
I like it. I like it. We don't stop here at One Rental at a Time. And Matt, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, again, busy start to the year. People are out there looking to do the work and buy real estate. So me and Ty are ready.
There you go. Well, we'll have this conversation first as others may join because they're just a little bit tardy, but the three of us are going to be in Vegas in about 40 days. It's about 40 days away. I think it's 41 days away. The One Rental at a Time event. Both of you are speaking at the event. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Ty, what are your thoughts about this first ORAT event in Vegas?
I'm excited. I'm excited about who you have there. And normally I go to events and it's like not ho-hum, but there's usually like, okay, this one person, I want to make sure to make this 1 or 2 sessions. I'm going to make it. Your all-star lineup. I'm excited to hear everybody in all of your panels, your experts, your millionaires. I'm super pumped for it. And I'm like brand new notebook. It's Vegas, but I'm like, no late nights, in bed early, like bright, bushy-tailed and motivated and excited to learn. So I'm excited to be there and be in the room. So
yeah, and then again, we're pulling out all the stops. I'm spending gobs of money. One thing we're doing, Ty, that I've already had the conversation with you about is I'm creating a podcast room where you, for example, on Monday morning, today's Monday, Saturday morning, you're going to be doing podcasts for 4 hours. You're going to be able to tap people on the shoulder. You want to have an interview with Sean Cannell, which is why we're giving you the first spot, because Sean will probably have to leave that morning for his event in LA later the next day. So we're doing everything we can. We're going to have a spot where people can come up and do video testimonials about One Rental at a Time. I'm finding more and more ways to spend money just so since we're going to have all those amazing people there. So it should be a lot of fun. Matt, you're going to be there as well, right? You're going to be upstairs. You're going to have a little table. You're going to be one of the speakers. You can host some podcasts if you'd like. It's going to be fun. What's going on?
I'm excited about it. And just like Ty too, I'm bringing my notebook. Tons of people at this event that I know I'm going to learn from. And getting in these rooms is valuable. I think most of us know that. It's extra valuable and special in a case like this, I think, because it's a community. It's not just people across the country, ran across an ad. This would be a fun event to go to.
Yeah.
These are people that have been
no ads, baby. Zero ads.
Listening, following. They're part of the One Rental at a Time community. And that's what I think is really special. Every time I talk to somebody who follows One Rental at a Time, they're like, hey, I'm looking to move from New York to Florida. And I'm talking about the pre-approval aspect of it. If it's somebody that's planning on coming to the event, they're like, oh, I can't wait to, come to this event and see you and meet Zuber. And so it's fun. I think about all events like this, where people are going to come and they're going to learn and they're going to get better and they're going to grow. I'm doing something similar in Sacramento with this All Seeds of Wealth group. And so many people are just a couple steps away from dramatically changing their life. All they need is the knowledge and the resources. And so that's what that event in Sacramento hopes to accomplish. That's what this event in Vegas, I know what type of people you two are and the rest of the community are. If we can transfer some of that knowledge, help people, take the correct steps and change their life. Like that's, I thought about today, Mike, and I guess I'll share it here. The one that Ty's got on his hat, the one that represents One Rental at a Time. How cool is it to just know that you changed the trajectory of one person's life? And obviously One Rental at a Time changed the trajectory of thousands of people's lives by the time you're done with this. But I was thinking to myself, it stands for One Rental at a Time, but it also can mean some other things. So kudos to One Rental at a Time. I'm super stoked about it for sure.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things I want to say on this. First and foremost, for you two, I have asked a lot of you two over the last 5 years, both of you have always said yes. I will admit that you guys don't ask me for almost anything. Right? So if there's anything I could do to support you or your communities, maybe talk to a friend or acquaintance, you two need to realize that you have some chips that you could cash in with me. Um, that goes for most, all of my millionaires, right? You guys keep coming back, showing up every week. Most of you are coming to Vegas on your dime. I'm not paying you, right? You're coming on your dime. And I think I have to do a better job of reciprocating. That's something I thought about this year. So as you're planning your year or you're doing events, if you could give me heads up or, just cash in a few chips with me. Know that you both have that and I'll communicate that to the other. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about, a lot of times we go to events for a speaker, kind of what Ty said. Like I am willing to bet a big chunk of money that for most people at this event, it's going to be the people in the room. My guess, because it is a community, there's going to be connections made with people in the comments and like they know each other. There will be some true friendships, maybe partnerships, whatever it is, made in the room. So I look forward to watching that. Yes, I expect a lot of people to come up and take pictures with all of us and all of that, but I'm going to be watching the room interact with the room, which I suspect will be pretty entertaining. We'll go back to you, Matt. What do you think of all that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's going to be a great event. And as far as cashing in my chips, I'm holding on to something big in 2026. I don't even know what it is yet, but there might be something.
All right.
And I'll speak for myself, and I probably speak for Ty as well. The amount of fulfillment we get from interacting with this community, being a small part in changing people's lives, that's reward and payment enough. Truly is. I think about it all the time, and I talk to the team all the time. I'm so blessed to be in mortgage. The stories I could tell you, and the stories I'll continue to share about magic moments in this industry. Those fill me up daily. So I don't necessarily need to cash anything out just yet. I'll leave that door open, Mike.
Well, you are a poker player. You realize you got a big stack there. So whenever you're ready, you can move it in. Go all in.
Sounds good.
I love it.
Ty, what about you? What are you thinking?
I just, you always give. You've supported Adrian and I in our live event last year. You've always supported. You've come to meetups and things during the holidays, during holiday traffic on a Saturday night when you had to be somewhere else. So you give a lot. So I would say that, and the amount that you give in terms of daily financial news, this was interesting too, that a big awareness for 2023 for myself was that I actually understand a lot of these KPIs, the things that you're hearing about jobs numbers and about the 10-year and about, PPE, just all of that. So like CPI and all of those things, like understanding that. And I've learned that from you. And I love the idea that, you're a true MBA, right? So you've got a finance degree and you're a true MBA. But what I love is by hanging out with you and being a part of your community and a part of this even Monday morning, I feel like I'm getting my practical street real estate street MBA from Michael Zuber. And in fact, that could even be a whole nother advanced topic or playlist or a course that you could do. Because I think that you really teach at such a high level. And I don't know that I think if people really tune in and really gravitate and grab onto that, I mean, I feel like now I can actually, I watch the daily news, but I feel like if I didn't, if you said, hey, I'm going to take a year off, I would say, okay, I know what to look for in the newspaper. Yep. When I read the Wall Street Journal, I'll look at these things and these announcements and these key indicators. So no, I think you give a lot, man. And I want to say one last thing about the community is that unlike a lot of what's going on in social media, and there's a lot of influencers, and I see a lot of people that have book knowledge or kind of basic YouTube, but they promoted because they're good promoters or they're really good at social media. Whereas your panel of experts, I would say, are the true, not gurus, but doers. people that are actually doing it, the gurus. So I'm excited to be in that room with the three amigos and just all of your whole community. It is second to none. So of real doers.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be really interesting. Something that's really changed my life was getting in bigger and bigger rooms with more and more folks. So I'm happy to be putting on one, such event. I have said this once before in a past video. I'll say it here again. My hope is the closing discussion, which I'll be a part of. Probably the closing topic is I will ask the room, should we do this again? Right. When I first agreed to this, when I first cut that first big check as a down payment on the room, my thought was this was a one and done. As I've gone through this, as we've, built this, I now see it as potentially a yearly event on President's Day weekend. I don't know. We're going to see what the room says. It is sold out. It's been sold out for quite a while. The only way to see it now is to buy virtual tickets. You can get your tickets for $99. They will likely sell out, so buy it now. If you do buy it now and you can't attend, don't worry. You will get the video. There is an agenda, so you can pick your favorite speaker to watch live. I will sell this after. I'm going to sell it for more than $99. So if you like to save money, buy it now. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to it. Ty, if somebody wanted to reach out, they wanted to get your free creative financing for real estate agents, how do they reach out?
ty@tylg.com. Very, very simple. Also, if you're a fan of the show, if you have questions, if you have deals in Northern California, the Bay Area, Central Valley, Sacramento, anything like that, you want to collaborate, anything like that, email ty@tylg.com. I treat email like most people treat text messages. So I'm very responsive by email.
There you go. And Matt, there's a lot going on in mortgage. Rates are down. We have FHA streamlines. You have the spring selling season right around the corner. People got to get pre-approved. If they want to jump in line and get started, how do they reach out to you?
Go to greatmortgagebroker.com. We're licensed in 48 states. We're happy to help. One thing I will say too about the buying season, a lot of people are waiting. Nothing's for sale. Not a lot of inventory where I'm buying. Perfect. Get yourself pre-approved.
Yeah.
Know your numbers.
Be ready.
Know your criteria. Know what you're looking for. You don't have to have a property picked out. And that's where people get confused is it becomes a rush and stress and a headache. Get everything dialed in first. And I'm one of those that thinks that, the spring buying season is going to be very competitive. So if something pops that fits your fancy on January 21st, you want to have the pre-approval piece done so that you're able to act on it, not miss it and then end up buying the same property, end of April for 5% more. So greatmortgagebroker.com. We're happy to help. Pre-approval costs you nothing. You get a lot of information that's personalized towards you and your scenario. So I always encourage people, whether you're 3 months or 3 years out, to get yourself pre-approved. Greatmortgagebroker.com.
Greatmortgagebroker.com or ty@tylg.com. These guys are part of the hub, part of the community, and will be in Vegas. Thanks, guys. Take care. Later.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.